What's up? Good morning and welcome to Karina's Forte. And man, can I tell you that is so much going on? We're going to talk about this raggedy administration, all the shit that they doing the most ratchet shit ever. So every week we're going to talk about them. I know. Every week we got something to say about them. But we also going to talk about JD Vance, his bullshit, his wasting money. We're going to talk about Juju Watkins and that terrible injury she had. We're going to get into that. We also going to talk about LeBron's clapback. I can't wait. This is going to be so exciting. Just tune in. This shit is... What's up? So the streets is talking, y'all. So first and foremost, let's get up on the bullshit with this damn administration. Every time I look around, there's something happening. First, you got our president doing infomercials on the White House lawn for Tesla. Now this is the crazy part. Now they're actually soliciting to corporations so that they can be a sponsor, paid to be a sponsor for the White House AWO. You can't make this shit up. You really can't. So they're soliciting corporations and shit. If you got 75K, your ass could be having your logo on there if you want to spend that money, man. So they're taking sponsorships from 75, they start at 75,000 to 200,000. Are you serious? And then they got another saying, this ain't gonna be no regular. This was for the kids, y'all, before. Nah, they trying to, put drinks and have a real soiree. You know what I'm saying? And then they got Melania hosting it. You can't make this shit up. You can't. You know what you also can't make up? That the good old Pete, Pete, right? The defense secretary, he just texting any damn body. He telling them what we about to do. So peep game. So they had like a texting, right? Usually they use an app called Signal, and it's very secure, and it's just for people with a high clearance, security clearance, right? And so this reporter ended up getting something. He like, what? Let me just say yeah to it, right? Come to find out, this idiot, Pete, is texting and text the reporter what they're going to do, what bombs or how they attacking somebody, their war plans to a reporter. So when the reporter got it, he was like, nah, this is bull. They trying to play me. They trying to play me. And then, like he said, like a little bit later, he heard about the bombs being dropped. He was like, they actually sent me. Now, we can laugh at that shit, but it's really not funny. Because if he got it and they didn't know he was a reporter, how many other people were on that text that just didn't say anything? Things that make you go, That's like the anthem for this damn administration. This is just horrible. You know what I'm saying? Like, what did Pete do before this? Because I feel like this. I'm not going to let my baker take out my gallstone, my gallbladder. You know what I'm saying? Bacon. The croissants is fire, son. But you want to take out my gallbladder? I'm good. This administration has hired, I don't know, it's like they drove by a park and just picked up some random ass people out there. You used to count bottles? Come on. We're going to make you a defense secretary. You can't make it up, people. I laugh, but it's sad as shit. Think about it. We are in major trouble. Thanks to you whack-ass Republicans and all you black and brown people who voted for this clown. Don't complain because we see what it is. This is some shit. It's just crazy. It is really crazy. So also on a whole nother note, the streets is talking about Juju Watkins. She plays for USC and she got hurt. Now before that, I don't know if it was a couple days or what, Juju Watkins was seen with Jaden. I believe what's his name? Jaden Daniel. He's the QB for the Commanders. Yeah, NFL team. So he's a professional player. And it seemed like they shared a dope moment. Just laughing. They ain't touch each other. They ain't kissing each other. None of that. Just, you could tell they were smitten by each other, right? So next time they come from a commercial, right? You see Jaden's mother there. Her name is Jada. And she sat her ass right between both of them. Really, mom? I can't stand women that do shit like that. If you have a son, right, let him make his own decisions. All right? You are his mother and not his girlfriend. A lot of y'all think y'all your son's girlfriend, and that is the problem. Get a man and let him do his thing. Okay? She act like Juju Watkins was some scrub. You ain't gonna never see her looking crazy. She make her own look and shit. She a star too. What we saying? I'm just saying, mamas, back up. Okay, I understand watching. You can watch, but she ain't have to do that. That was silly. She looks silly for that. Even though Jada's mom is fine. Jada, her name Jada, and she is, woo. I'm just saying, she can find a man, and she need to get one ASAP, because she's making me sick right now. Now, word on the street is saying that the mother might have put a little juju on Juju. I hope not, because that's real crazy. But anywho, that's the word on the street. Now we get to say it with your chest. Say it with your chest. So let me say this with my chest. We got to have the dumbest administration, right? But an even dumber VP. He takes his ass all the way to Greenland, and he has some corny ass hat made that saying that he was in the military. So he goes to the base, because that's where they got to stop, right? And he goes to the base and he's trying to talk to the soldiers. Now the soldiers are cordial, like most people, right? But they different kind of white people. These the white people that gotta, you know what I'm saying? Like, say something crazy and you might get slapped up in here, right? So he's there. He does not have a suit. After he clowned, y'all remember he clowned the president of Ukraine for not having a suit on. He didn't have a suit. He came in there all regular, degular, like, you know what I'm saying? Like an Eddie Bauer looking, you know what I'm saying? With a hat on. Now they're in the mess hall. That means they're ready to eat. Everybody knows you must take your hat off. Not this jackass. He's still trying to eat and talk to them. And they're all looking at him like they looking at the hat. And so why he's doing that, right? Because now the officials trying to make it seem like he's so great. He's doing such a great job. They were running around Greenland trying to find anyone that wanted to talk to him. They got a no. Nobody wanted to talk to his ass. Nobody. Right? So this is what they did. After he ate, he was there, took a little tour around the Air Force Base, and then Greenland was like, look, you ain't got to go home, but you got to get the hell on out of here. B, I love it. Greenland, big up to you for standing 10 toes down. See, we be thinking we're in this by ourselves. We're never in it by ourselves. The rest of the world can't stand America right now. They like, who the hell? They just don't like them. Time for that new segment. Every week I've been introducing different segments because I want to see what you guys like the most, what I like the most. You know what I'm saying? It's a joint effort out here, people. So my new segment is Prosperity Profits. This is where the prophet is preaching the word. Yeah. And then scamming your ass. Speaking of scamming, Trump's evangelist, Paula White, came. Yeah, Paula White, for Passover, for Easter. She want to give you a blessing, lay hands on you, right? For a small fee of a G. You can't even make this up. She's soliciting at the White House. You figure he already hired her. That means that she's got a salary. I don't know how much. That's something maybe we can call Elon and find out. Elon, how much Paula making? But Paula gonna give you some blessings. I'm thinking like, nah, Paula, we seen what you could do. Keep them to yourself. I'm going down the street and check out the reader. To get the money, all right? Because she ain't charging nowhere near that, is what I'm saying. This is the thing I don't like about religion. But you know what? That's not so bad. How about this, y'all? How about you go to church to see this amazing singer and pastor, right? Oh, he wants a crazy fee. Now, you figure, we're a little church. So we're so grateful that you came. Now, you got some money, but you're not liking the money, right? I'm like, wait a minute, hold up. Hold on. You're not liking what you got. So you proceed in conversation saying, all right, now, we ain't leaving until I get 40 racks. 40. Paula only asked for one. this pastor proceeds to, all right, this is where we have the ushers lock the doors. What? Say what? This is a joke, right? No. Let me tell you something. As soon as I would have heard this is where the ushers locked the door and he had to tell him a couple times, I would have eased on down the road because I would have made it. I would have definitely made it. Now, we talking about the good, and I love this guy. Come on, man. Come on now. What is wrong with him? Never would have made it. Shit, I would have made it out the door, y'all. I don't know about nobody else. I would have made it out the door. I'd have been the ones helping call the police and say, hey, they locking them in until they get 40 racks. Come on now. Sat playing himself, man. That boy can sing, but he damn sure went to jail. This is a lesson learned, people. I'm not trying to get into your religion or your house of your religious house. None of that. I was raised in the church, for sure. However, it's stuff like this that makes people not want to go. See, because religion is man-made. So yeah, man trying to make 40 racks off you is ludicrous. You can't do that. He's holding people hostage till he get his 40K. That doesn't make sense. Let's not do that, people, in the future. Mr. Sapp, man, I love you, but you wrong. Wrong! You wrong. Right now to our clapbacks and comebacks. Now, we ain't got no comebacks, but the clapback is serious. So, do you guys remember when I told you about Stephen A. Smith and LeBron James? And everybody said, well, he got to take it because his son's a basketball player and you got to allow them to talk about his game or whatever. But nobody understood, like, it wasn't about his game, y'all. It was strictly about LeBron's parenting. That's why he stepped to him. That is exactly why. The only reason. So now, for 20 years, Stephen A. has been bashing the shit out of LeBron James, killing him, right? And so LeBron finally got back at him. He went on a podcast for Pat McAfee, which is like the white Stephen A. So he just spoke freely and it was so dope. He was like, man, this guy is killing this thing. You know, because Stephen A. is out here just being on everybody's podcast, talking about the same thing again when he approached him, right? Now, the new thing Stephen A. was saying is that if LeBron James would have came at him like that, he would have swung on him. He said he would have got his ass kicked, and he would be right. He would have got his ass kicked. Because could you see him swinging on him? Now, he's only as tall. He came right to like a little lower than LeBron's chest. So what you swinging at? The ribs? You better be good, because all he got to do is bang from the top. And that's it for Steven, right? So LeBron James says, look, he can say whatever he wants about anybody. If he's talking about my son's game, this, that, and the other, okay, cool. If he's talking about basketball in general, cool. But I draw the line when you start to talk about my parenting, especially since you have no damn kids. Don't talk about my parents. Stephen A., shut up. So then, now it ain't over, right? So LeBron James says, you know, Stephen A. been on this Taylor Swift tour talking about this. He really stringing it along. It's ridiculous. I never say nothing. He basically violated. You should have never said nothing about my parenting. And I wouldn't have never said anything to him because I haven't said anything to him in 20 years. So then Stephen E. hears about that, right? So then he trying to make a comeback. Oh, I didn't say nothing when you didn't attend Kobe's memorial. He was there. LeBron was there. I didn't say nothing when you missed D. Wade's inauguration, or not inauguration, but you know, his induction into the Hall of Fame or what have you. And he said, my son just had a heart attack 2 weeks. And, you know, nobody's saying that because shit, If it's over my friend's thing or going to tend to my son, who I almost lost, well, shit, you best believe I'm be over there with my son, is what I'm saying. But he kept saying all of these things, right? Because in the end, you know what he ended up saying and why he been talking about him for 20 years? He never liked him. Duh. We know, because that's all you say. He's carried a lot of people's careers. LeBron James has. See, because the moment he retires, there's a lot of you that's out here talking on this, sportscasters, you ain't going to have a job. So the lesson learned is just take it like a champ, Steven. You didn't have to say shit because LeBron didn't say anything. If you would have let it go, they would have let it go. But then again, he's irrelevant. So he's trying to make himself relevant. Anywho, that's not the way to do anything. It's funny as hell, though, ain't it? Oh, man. And the whooping of the week. The whooping of the week is kind of big, y'all. The whooping of the week goes to Curtis 50 Cent Jackson. Let me tell you why. I congratulate him on actually, he signed a 45-year lease for his studio, movie studios, right? The buildings. And I think that's dope. But what I don't like is him trying to get in politics when he hasn't said anything about anything. But all of a sudden now he wants to get in politics. He's actually been found trying to help the Republican governor of Louisiana push some agendas. Now, these amendments are actually things that will hurt the hardworking American in that area, mainly us, Black people. Now, if he knew anything about Louisiana, they have been done dirty. Our people had homes on waterfronts and all of this. The government only gave them $100,000. Guess how much them houses are worth right now? That area, that land, millions. So, damn, 50, you another sellout ass nigga. Yeah, I said it. You can say whatever you want about me, bro, but you another sellout. For a damn studio? Come on. Somebody should have told you better. But you know what? What goes around comes around. And you next, bro. I ain't wishing it on you. Karma got you, is what I'm saying. Anywho, people, we shouldn't listen to just anybody just because they're stars. It makes no sense at all. And 50 Cent, you a sellout too. Welcome to the sellout crew. Yeah. Well, it's about that time for me to shut it down. Shut it down, down. So I want to leave you guys with this. Even though the world is upside down, especially, here in America, we're all going through it. And no matter what I love to see finally is white people actually doing what they should have been doing a long time ago. They used to wait on us to do everything. You guys are out there protesting, you're on it. We're all boycotting as a whole, which is great. And we told you why we won't be in those streets. Because see how peaceful it is? They're not one bullet shot, not one rubber bullet. Nobody's been crowned, nothing. Nobody's been killed. They consider it peaceful because they're comfortable with just white people, right? And that's fine if that's how it's going to be. But in the end, I say this all the time because I really want you guys to understand that we really, really, really need to stick together when it comes to certain things and understand everybody's position. Black people's position now is to play the background because for centuries, we have played the foreground and lost many people. And now that you guys are there in the front, you should be. We've never got thanked for anything. Never. And we, of course, we appreciative of everything, but we like to see how you moving now. We still not doing nothing except for boycotting and those things. But getting in the streets is just not for our people anymore, especially not now when they're just trying to antagonize us any way they can. And now the latest thing is to attack the Smithsonian. I hope I'm saying that right. Smithsonian. The and because they want to get rid of the African American Museum. No, you can't. And if they try to not fund it anymore, people, it's up to us. Not only black people, white people, Latinos, because guess what? We are the only group of people that fought for everybody, all your rights. If it wasn't for us, a lot of you wouldn't even be able to come over here without a shackle on your foot, is what I'm saying. So, let's stick together. Let's not let them ruffle our feathers and do what we gotta do. Get their asses out of here. And like I always say, I still need you to get up. Yeah, you. Get up, get out, and baby, you gotta get some. Bum, 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 bum.